Hi, this is Mark Kemper with EMS. In this video we're going to demonstrate the Surphaser 3D scanner. The Surphaser is a long-range scanner meant to scan really anything from about car size up to a building. It'll scan up to about 200 feet away. It's great for, like I said, cars, automobiles, military vehicles, yachts, ships, buildings, airplanes, really anything large. It's just the fastest, most efficient way to scan. And what's great about this is the highest resolution, highest accuracy long-range scanner on the market. So it provides just the best data available. In fact, it'll scan up to 1 million points per second while scanning. So the files get large, but you get a lot of good data from that. Also, you can scan in direct sunlight with this. And the way this works is it's what's called a hemispherical scanner. What that means is the whole unit itself rotates on the tripod along with this unit here, which has a mirror in it. And then what's housed in the sides of the unit are the laser device itself and the sensors and cameras that pick it up. And basically what happens is a laser beam is shot straight out of this lens and is returned back, and the cameras pick that up directly. So unlike scanners that require triangulation where the cameras and the laser source are at different locations, this comes and goes back to the same place. So it allows it to very quickly scan. Hemispherical means, again, it's going to do 360 degrees by 270. So when we scan, we can literally get the entire room, the ceiling, the walls, the floor, everything except a small area around the bottom of the unit, and that's just because, obviously, the base of it here. So let me get it started, and I'll talk more about it. And what I'm going to do is go to what we call preview mode. What that does is it's going to take a quick preview of the room and then allow us to pick the area we actually want to scan. So it's really going to do kind of a quick scan. You can see it's spinning. The laser light has come on, and it's going to do a quick scan of the room so you can see how it moves, and we'll go from there. Once that's done, I'll get a view on my screen, and then we can box in the area we want to scan. And you can even pick multiple areas if you'd like. So it's done, and it really only needs to go 180 degrees because obviously it's going spinning in the other direction as well. So doing this quick preview is the best way to do it. You can tell it just go from this degree to this degree, but again, you're going to get the ceilings, wall, and everything. And let's say in this demo, we just want to get some stuff on the back wall here. We'll do that. So what we do is we get this this preview, and again, you can see the ceiling. You can see me standing there, and you can see the entire room. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to box in an area that I want to scan, and I'm going to hit the scan button, and now it's going to go back, and it's going to go at a slower pace and scan again and pick up that data. Okay, so a couple other things while it's scanning. It's pretty lightweight, weighs about 25 pounds. You can get a small case for it, so you can basically take it on an airplane. It'll fit in the overhead. Really, anybody can operate it. Doesn't necessarily require an engineer. A junior level person can pretty much set this thing up and at least collect the data. Now, it is a line of sight scanner like most scanners are. Basically, what that means is what it sees, it can scan. So when we're doing a large object, let's take a military vehicle, for example, we would set up and scan, all the way around the vehicle. And as long as we have overlapping data in the software later, we can align all the data sets and merge them together. If it's something that's harder to align because maybe an airplane skin or something like that where it's very smooth so it doesn't have unique features, we might put some targets like some small balls or something that's unique, and then we can line the data up later. It runs on standard 110, so you need power for it, but you can get also a battery pack and a small tablet computer and actually mount them right on the tripod, so you can go really portable if power is not around. But for most things we find power is available, or we can get a generator and use that to work with, and a tripod. Other times we mount it on a boom that would extend it up in the air to work with. We take it up on scaffolding or up into a lift. It's pretty easy to work with when we get into some interesting scan sites. The data from this scanner, it comes out in a point cloud, which we typically bring into software like RapidForm and then convert into a STL file, and then again align the data, and then from there we'll create surface models, we'll create solid models, just really depends on what the customer wants. So the scanner's now finished. It's going to return back to home, and in a minute we'll get a view of what it scanned, and we'll actually then process that and then export it to this what's called a PTX file, which is the point cloud file. So we'll go ahead and hit OK, and we'll go ahead and let that export as a point cloud file, and then we'll go ahead and take a look and show you some of the scan files and some of the data so you can get a good look at what the scan data looks like.
Okay, so here we are in RapidForm. We've actually loaded in that scan file that we scanned with the Surphaser, and you can see the level of detail. And again, it's line of sight, so you'll see some areas behind the parts that it didn't scan on the bookshelf. But you can see the bookshelf, you can see all the parts on the shelf, you can see the backs of the seats here. So this is just one scan of an area we boxed in, just to kind of show you the level of detail you can get with this scanner. And what we'll do is go ahead and take a look at some other files, some real projects we've done, and just show you some of the level of detail. Okay, this here is a F-105 fighter plane, and this is a single scan with the Surphaser. Let me zoom in, and you can look at the detail. It picked up the rivets. You can see this is an old plane. It's had some repairs done to it. You can see every dent in the metal, the sheet metal on the part, or the aluminum skin along here. So it's just absolutely incredible the amount of detail that this scanner will pick up. And again, this was one single scan of this aircraft, and gives you an idea. Here's another aircraft. This is an F-18, one in for service and some rework, and so some of the equipment is taken off here in the intake area. But again, you can see the rivets and all the detail that it picks up on this aircraft. And again, this is a single scan here. This here is a single scan of a big transformer. This thing's actually about 20 feet tall. But again, if you look closely, you can see nuts and bolts and rivets and piping and everything else that the scanner picked up. And this was just one corner of the transformer itself. This scan here is the front of a building, and if you look close, you can see it's got all the dimpling from the stucco on the wall. You can see the downspout here. It picked up most of the detail on there. So again, just a incredible amount of detail in a single scan here. Again, here's another aircraft, in this case a small private aircraft. And again, I'll zoom up on the scan data, and again, you can just see the level of detail that it'll pick up. Okay, and finally, here's one more scan. This is another big transformer, big power generation transformer. It's about 20 feet tall. Here we've just got two scans we've combined together, so we've just aligned and merged two scans. And again, you can see the incredible amount of detail that can be gathered just on two scans. To complete this project, we'd probably take more like 15, 20 scans and then merge all the data. But within two scans, you can again see the level of detail that the scanner will pick up.
Okay, so that wraps up the demo of the Surphaser 3D scanner. Again, it is the highest resolution, highest accuracy, long-range scanner on the market today. Anytime you're doing anything from about a car size on up to really a building, it's by far the best technology to use. It's going to get you the most data to work with, and something we use on anything that's of that size or larger.